Hello boys and girls and everyone in between. Don't watch this video if you are under the age of 18. Welcome to Distracted by Diamonds, Robin with a Y here. And today I am going to be talking about PaddyWaxx. The original scented, colored diamond painting drill pen wax. And fairy dresses. What does one have to do with the other, you ask? Or you may be asking yourself, what is a fairy dress and why do I care? Well, I'm going to tell you. I thought maybe it would be a good opportunity, especially considering all of the topics floating around out there in the diamond painting universe, for me to tell you a story while I test out some batches of PaddyWaxx, working on this beautiful Ever Moment diamond painting that my good friend Jessica at TWOW, Tiny Worlds of Wonder, gifted to me. Now, I can't show you a picture of the completed image because it is a mystery diamond painting. I still have no idea what it is, but what better way to test out my batches of PaddyWaxx, which I do religiously, than to just do a little bit of a whip and chat and tell you a story. But I'm just gonna leave them sit there while we ruminate and talk. I have been a crafter and an artist, I guess I could call myself an artist, for the better part of 25 years. And I have produced original things in my day. Not just PaddyWaxx, which to my knowledge is an original idea, but other things. And these little fairy dresses are just one example. Back in the diz, my kids would cringe if they heard me say that, I was lucky enough to be involved in a selling group on eBay called BTDL, which stood for Better Than Doing Laundry. And there were about 12 of us in this group. Fierce, intelligent, business-minded, articulate women that I actually miss a lot. And we sold paper crafting items. So scrapbook pages and paper piecings and the like. And I did all of that. And then one day, for some reason, I came up with the idea to make a fairy and put it on a scrapbook page. And then I got the idea to make the wings transparent. And then I got the idea of putting them on a hanger and making it into a fairy dress. And then I got the idea of, wow, well, since the wings are transparent, and I used alcohol ink on the wings, and of course, you know, lots of fake flowers, as you can tell, I thought, wow, it would probably be cool to make them like a little sun catcher and hang them in the window. Anyway, that's how my idea all progressed, okay? I started making these fairy dresses and selling them in my selling group on BTDL. And I used to make a set of 3 of these and sell them for $40 a piece. And this was back in 2008. And back then, when I did that, that was my bread and butter. That is how I paid my rent. That is how I put gas in my car. That is how I put food in my children's mouths. That was my staple income. So one day, I'm in the craft store and I'm shopping, as one does when they do that. And I used to run into the woman that was the head of the floral department. And I was obviously scooping up and buying a lot of artificial flowers. And she asked me, why do you buy all these flowers? And me, you know, I try to think that I'm a humble individual. And by the way, right now I am testing out Polyjuice Potion, which will already have been listed by the time you see this, but I digress. So she said, what are you doing with all of these flowers? Now, she works in a craft store, right? I go there every day, pretty much. I see this woman all the time. And I say, oh, you know, I just make these silly little fairy dresses. And I called them silly little fairy dresses, but I really, you know, I have this tendency in my life, and I've done this my whole life, to undersell my skills. I'm sick of doing that, and I'm not gonna do it anymore because I'm too old for that crap. So I told her, you know, hey, I make these fairy dresses. She goes, oh, that sounds really cool. I said, yeah, you know, you can check it out. I'm in BTDO. And BTDO, which, again, better than doing laundry, this little group of us little women that got together and started it before Facebook, before Instagram, before Snapchat, before YouTube, okay? We started this thing, and I said that, and she said, oh my God, you're part of BTDO? And that's when I realized, oh crap, we are pretty big in the crafting community. All right, cool. And I said, yeah, you know, you can go on there, and this is where I sell my fairy dresses. Okay, now I was garnering a lot of success from my fairy dresses to the extent that I could not keep up with the demand. And I got to the point where I was literally assembly lining these things, right? And taking a lot of pride and care in what I was doing, but I was literally assembly lining fairies. I guess I'd come on to something unique and something new that people enjoyed, which made me really, really happy. About a week later, I started to get, you know, a couple messages from the girls in the group that said, oh my God, someone's copying your fairies. And they sent me the listing on eBay, and I saw it. Now, granted, that when I say copying my fairies, they were trying to copy my fairies. They were not my fairies, but, you know, the intent was there, okay? And I really didn't know how to react to it. I guess my first thought was, you know, me being naive at the time, my first thought was, wow, you know, someone likes my fairies enough to copy them. How lucky am I? You know, oh, how flattering. But as time wore on, I started to realize the seriousness of the issue. And the girls in the group, a lot of them who were older than me at the time and had been around the block, were saying, you know, hey, you got to do something about this. You got to do something about this. And I'm like, well, what am I going to do? You know, I don't know what to do. And it wasn't long before somebody, and I forget which one it was in the group, but she did some investigative work. Well, long story short, she found out exactly who the person was. And in short order, I had her name and address. And as soon as I saw her name and I saw her address, which was very close to where I live, and she has a very distinctive name too, I knew exactly who it was. And it was the woman that worked in the craft store that I told about my fairy dresses. And when I found that out, I was livid. Here was a person that I was interacting with on a friendly level, thinking, you know, being the person that I am and always thinking that people have the best intentions at heart. Just conversing and telling somebody what I'm doing, and that person, who clearly knew better, took my idea and decided to copy it and try to sell it for more money than I was charging for mine. I'm just gonna say that I know how that feels, and the reason, I guess, I wasn't even gonna address this issue, to be honest with you. I was just gonna forge ahead and do my thing and make sure that I had responsibly sourced material to put in my videos. But the reason that I'm addressing this today is because it's so relevant to what is going on in my life at the moment. I want to say thank you to everyone who has already rushed to buy PaddyWaxx. The response and the support has been overwhelming, and here's what that tells me. It tells me that all of you guys who are purchasing this wax are fed up with pink wax as much as me. And it also tells me that you guys are looking for an alternative. And that makes me happy because, you know, PaddyWaxx has made my life in my diamond painting so much more enjoyable. And that's the goal. That's what I'm after here. I'm not gonna probably get rich selling you guys PaddyWaxx. That's not gonna happen. But to be back in the game, to have created something that you guys want, that you guys are willing to buy, and you put your faith in me, it means a lot to me. And that's why I'm sitting here right now testing out this wax. I'm a little behind actually in testing out my batches, because when I say that I test them all, I really do. I test every single batch. Now, I might get to the point where I don't do that. When I'm confident enough that it's good enough that I don't have to do it. But right now, as it stands, I'm going to test it, because I'm not going to send anything out there into the diamond painting universe where I like all of you guys and you guys have supported me. I'm not going to sell you something that I think is crap. That being said, I know for a fact right this moment that there is someone in their kitchen cooking up batches of a copy of PaddyWaxx. I promise you that. And there are people who are going to try to sell you something that is not my product. And this is why it makes me mad. This is the number one reason it irritates me and angers me so much, because I'm a diamond painter and I know that this wax works. I know that it's good. I'm testing it right now. I'm using it right now on this diamond painting. I can tell you that I know it works. I wouldn't have even attempted to sell it to you if I didn't think I was onto something. And I take a lot of pride in it and I care about it. You know, I don't have a patent on it. I haven't even, this is just, you know, a brand new thing. So I haven't had time to patent it, but I've talked to somebody about it. And I will say this, I have put enough out there now at this point with my videos, and I list it on Etsy and I say it is the original scented colored diamond painting wax, okay? And enough people know that this is an original thought. I have put it out there now, and I'll sue your ass this time. So if you copy this and you try to give my friends a substandard product, I'm gonna come after you, because this time around I have the resources to do so. So I'm just letting you know. That being said, today, PaddyWaxx is working really good for me. I'm happily testing it on this diamond painting, which I miss diamond painting kind of because I've been so busy filling all your orders. As a lot of you I know from Drills and Chills, you're so sweet and I appreciate it, but it's more than being sweet. It's more than you being nice to me. I mean, I want you to like it. I want you to improve your diamond painting experience. I want your feedback. I want to know what you think. I want to know if you really do like it, if you really do enjoy it, and I certainly want to know if you have a problem with any of it. I will work to rectify it. I will make it right, whatever I need to do. If somebody copies PaddyWaxx and you buy it, are they going to go that extra mile for you? Are they going to do that for you? I don't know. I care about it. I care about the community, and I care about all of you, you know. So that's my copyright rant, my story, my sad story of my fairies. These are actually the last two fairies I have left, and I haven't thought about this for years until Jessica brought up the copyright thing. I think she's absolutely right, and you cannot even argue with her logic. It's just wrong, and there's no other way to say it. It just is. So that's one of the reasons why my up-and-coming videos have been kind of put on hold, because right now I'm researching one of my paintings that I'm trying to do a video about, and I think it's safe. And I thought it was safe when I got the image, but it's really obscure, and I'm just trying to find more information about it. And when I'm satisfied, then I will continue and go along my merry way. But I want to say a few quick things about PaddyWaxx again. And I feel like when I did my demonstration video, I was rushed and I didn't really even get a chance to demonstrate it properly. I certainly didn't get a chance to let you guys see it in action, which is what I'm kind of trying to do right now. This one's candy cane. Let's talk about, for just a second, let me just talk about the scents. I don't want to make it so strong that you sit it out and it smells your whole room up. And honestly, if I did that, it wouldn't work like it works. You know, the more oil I add, it's going to change my formula. I'm using candy cane right now and I can smell it, but if you're looking for an overpowering kind of scent from these things, something that's going to fill up the whole room with a smell, it's not going to. Also, I would like to say that when you get it, I strongly suggest that you watch this video where I demonstrated how to use it. I've been sending out little samples of different scents, and some of them are little creepy faces just because I have this mold and I've had it forever. And some of them are little hearts or whatever. If you get it and you try to poke into it like you do the other wax and poke it and do this drilling kind of a motion, it's not gonna work. This black one, this blackberry really does smell so good. I'm really happy with this fragrance. I am. Okay, anyway, you need to scrape it. And I hope that when I zoom in, when I edit this, you can see it. I've been laying down some test strips using different kinds of the wax that I have. I was trying to actually do some more work with these ABs because I wanted to absolutely make sure that it worked with the ABs. And I'm happy with the way things are turning out. Please watch that video if you are not hip to it. I want to thank all of you for your continued support. I hope you enjoy this product as much as I am enjoying this product. You can get a hold of me at any time on Instagram at DistractedByDiamonds. If you want to find me on Etsy, all you have to do is put PaddyWaxx into the search bar and my auctions will come up. And now the dogs are going to start to bark. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Ring the bell so you know every time I post. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday, everyone, and I will see you all next time.